The man angrily got out of the car and started cursing at the rich second generation driving a Maserati. It was the rich second generation who cut him off, almost causing him to crash. But the rich second generation didn't feel sorry at all and mocked the man, calling him a beggar. The angry man took a baseball bat out of his trunk, completely ignoring his wife and daughter's advice, and started smashing the Maserati. The rich second generation immediately reversed and backed up, not out of fear, but to speed up his own car. The road rage man was hit and died on the spot. The worst part was his daughter, who was just in first grade. Sitting in the back seat, she got caught up in the accident and was rushed to the hospital, her life uncertain. That night, lawyer Lao Wan, who had never taken such cases, decided to handle this one. It turned out that the rich second generation, Xiao Biao's father, was the boss of a big company, and he spared no expense to protect his son. Although Lao Wan felt guilty, the money was just too much. Lao Wan also learned that the deceased's daughter had been sent to his brother, Lao Kuei, for treatment. However, this wasn't entirely good news for Lao Wan. Although he and Lao Kuei were brothers, their different worldviews often caused conflict, so they could never get along. Lao Wan made a lot of money working with the famous Korean lawyer, Yuan Hua. His fees were so high that one appearance fee could equal a whole month's salary for his brother. Lao Wan, though successful, didn't always take care of his family. He felt guilty towards his daughter, Xiao Hui, whom he had with his ex-wife, so he gave her his black credit card as pocket money. Lao Kuei, his brother, was a pediatric doctor but hadn't been promoted for a long time. He still lived at home, taking care of their elderly mother. Lao Kuei's wife, who was 3 years younger than him, helped out, but the stress of caring for an elderly mother with Alzheimer's was wearing her down. One day, when Lao Kuei came home and saw his wife in a bad mood, he comforted her. They had a 10-year-old son named Shihao, who was watching the video of the rich second generation running over the road rage man with his cousin, Xiao Hui. They were totally into it, and when the road rage man walked out holding a baseball bat, the two kids cheered, waiting for him to smash the car. They didn't find it scary at all when the rich second generation ran over the road rage man. They even seemed to want more. But in front of their parents, they hid their cruel side. After preparing well, Lao Wan met Xiao Biao. He guided Xiao Biao on how to talk to get out of the charge. Since the man had a weapon during the incident, Xiao Biao only needed to say that he felt threatened and tried to flee. In his panic, he accidentally hit the gas pedal. Surveillance footage showed that he even reversed the car earlier. Lao Wan had thought of a good defense strategy, saying Xiao Biao did it to ensure enough space to avoid the man. This line of defense would turn the charge of intentional injury into accidental injury, and as long as they reached a settlement with the deceased's family, the matter would be settled. Xiao Hui and Shihao went to the same school. When Shihao was bullied, Xiao Hui quickly gathered evidence to make the bully's parents worry. That's why Shihao always stuck close to his sister, doing whatever she said. They also got into trouble together. Every month, the two brothers would have dinner together. Although it looked warm, there was tension underneath. Lao Kuei's wife didn't like the age gap marriage and often mocked her husband. Lao Wan's wife didn't respect her either, calling her sister, implying she was older. The two families often clashed. One day, Lao Wan unexpectedly started talking to Lao Kuei, who didn't want to help him because it was unethical. But Lao Wan, feeling pressured, warned his brother. Lao Wan told him that even though he had hit someone with a car, if the case went to court, Lao Wan could use legal tactics to make Lao Kuei responsible. This is why Lao Wan's lawyer fees were so high. Before the father of the siblings returned home, they walked home together. While passing under a bridge, they found something interesting on the ground and started playing with it. After some time, they finally stopped. Not long after, the verdict for the manslaughter case came out, just as Lao Wan had predicted. The deceased's family couldn't afford the high medical fees, so they were forced to sign a settlement agreement. Xiao Biao successfully avoided responsibility. Just when things seemed to calm down, a shocking news story broke. A street surveillance camera caught two teenagers beating up a homeless person for over 30 minutes. The attackers got more brutal. Lao Kuei's wife saw a familiar jacket and her heart sank.